What it do, what it do, what it do, Murphy Crew, WWE Universe. We are officially on the road to WrestleMania. Yes, the Royal Rumble is over. That was the official kickoff, and now all signs point towards Dallas, Texas, WrestleMania 38. Yes, 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 literally weeks away, weeks away, weeks away. And we are here to break down everything Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble fallout, wrestling news, and get you all ready for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw and get you ready for WrestleMania 38. So let's dive right in. So the Royal Rumble was this past Saturday. This past Saturday in St. Louis at the Dome of America. And, it was a great show. It was a great show. Overall, I feel it was a great show. Some people are disappointed by the booking, but I understand the booking. It added to the main event storylines. But let's dive right in. We can talk about all that in a second. But first, a little business, a little Royal Rumble business. Some WWE metrics came out, some numbers. And so it was a sellout crowd of 44,400. Members of the WWE Universe, and this actually is the second biggest gate in the 35-year history of the Royal Rumble event. Yeah, so 44,400 is the second biggest gate, the second biggest amount of tickets sold, people in attendance, for, Royal Rumble event. And that's in 35 years. So, some people may be upset with the product. Some people may say, oh, WWE is failing or they're going to collapse or this or that. Everyone has mixed emotions, but ticket sales sure doesn't add to that. Ticket sales, they tell an entirely different story. So looks like WWE is still WWE. They're still on top. They're still the the biggest predator at the top of the food chain, right? And then also let's a little more matrix for you. So the merchandise sales. At Royal Rumble, it was a record merchandise sales night. And some of the most sought after or some of the most sold merch was some of the Royal Rumble specific merch like t-shirts, jerseys. I was there and all that stuff, all that good stuff that they sell for that particular event. So that was highly sold. And then Bad Bunny, he made a return and an appearance, in the Royal Rumble. So it was, to the fans' delight, the fans' surprise. So that was really, really cool to see Bad Bunny back. And apparently his merch sold really, really well. So, hey, if Bad Bunny gets tired of the music thing, he definitely has a career in WWE. His in-ring work is great. His merch is selling. And come on, Bad Bunny. WWE Universe, we will welcome him in with open arms. Again, he was in the Royal Rumble and he got eliminated by Sheamus. So he was in the Royal Rumble and he eliminated Sheamus. My apologies. So maybe maybe there's a few there. Maybe we'll see Bad Bunny in Dallas, WrestleMania 38. We will see. I know he's going on tour right now, a huge tour, but hopefully we'll see him in Dallas. All right. So that's also some more merch that sold. Obviously the big three, Brock Lesnar, his merch sold like hotcakes. Of course, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, his merch always sells. His merch, his merch sales are actually up there, with the likes of John Cena. That's what they're reporting with that. So his stuff is selling like crazy. And then Ronda Rousey, yes, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, who made her return and won the Royal Rumble. Her merch sold as well. All right, so now let's dive right in. So we have a little news. Apparently, there was a different winner plan for the Royal Rumble. It was the one, the only, the original bro, Matt Riddle. The reports are circulating that he was originally supposed to be the winner of the 2022 Royal Rumble. He was supposed to win it. Obviously, plans changed. Brock Lesnar ended up entering in at number 30, and he won it. But Matt Riddle was, apparently that's the original plans. It was for Matt Riddle to win it. Now, with that, I don't understand that because WWE, they have a perfect storyline, perfect WrestleMania match, for Riddle against Randy Orton. The story's there. RK Bro, they've been one of the hot commodities for the better part of the entire 2021 year. They kind of got thrown together in the championship picture, and they actually ended up being one of the hottest, the hottest acts going, in the entire WWE, obviously other than Roman Reigns. But they were very, very hot. So the story's there, for that. Obviously, they're going to break up, and they'll have a singles match at WrestleMania 38. Maybe you have Matt Riddle, turn heel at WrestleMania 38. That'll be a shocking swerve, a different perspective. Normally it's Randy Orton turning heel, but maybe Matt Riddle turns heel. I don't know. But apparently the plan was for him to win the Royal Rumble. So if you did that, then sticking with the RK Bro storyline, what was Randy Orton going to have a title run? Was he going to go into WrestleMania as your WWE champion, and Riddle defeats him to become champion? I don't know. I don't know what the plans were, but it apparently doesn't matter because those plans were scrapped. Brock Lesnar won, and Brock Lesnar's going to WrestleMania now. But something to keep an eye out on. Maybe will Riddle on the road to WrestleMania? Will something change with him? Will he become the number one contender for the WWE title? Or I don't know. Keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out on that. All right, moving right along. So obviously the next WWE event is the Elimination Chamber. The Elimination Chamber. And they're actually going back to Saudi Arabia for that. So it's going to be a big money event in Saudi Arabia. We know they have Saudi Arabia and WWE, they have that huge contract, that huge money deal to go and put on shows there. You got Crown Jewel, which is later in the year, and then we're gonna have this event going to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, the Elimination Chamber. So that's gonna be big. So expect something big to happen there. They're getting paid big money, so they're gonna put on a big show. Like a WrestleMania quality show with the pyro and all that stuff, the stage and all that stuff, kind of just like they do with Crown Jewel. So something to look out for. And to add to that, this being a big event, and them taking it serious. Bobby Lashley, the new 2-time WWE champion, he just defeated Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble on Saturday with the help of Roman Reigns and the betrayal, of Paul Heyman, the double crossing, all that. But Bobby Lashley walked out as champion, and it just has been reported that Bobby Lashley will defend his WWE championship not only at Elimination Chamber, but in an Elimination Chamber match. So we all know what the Elimination Chamber matches entail. Everyone's locked up in pods, 4 guys, 5 guys, or 6 guys, right? 2 guys start out in the ring, and then 4 guys are locked in the pods. And, after a certain amount of time, those pods open, and a new guy is inserted, and whoever survives, they win the match. So Bobby Lashley is actually defending his title in an Elimination Chamber style match. So who will be his opponent? Some early guesses. Maybe Big E, Drew McIntyre. He made a return, so maybe Drew McIntyre. Matt Riddle. We talked about that. Randy Orton. Who else? Seth Rollins, maybe. I don't know. The opponents have not been revealed, but they did say that Bobby Lashley will be defending his WWE Championship in an elimination style match. So look out for that. Maybe we'll find out, who his opponents will be on Raw. Again, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is just it's not long from now. I believe the date is February 13th if I'm not mistaken. So that's coming up real soon. No, sorry, February 13th is the Super Bowl. I don't know when the chamber match is, but it is in February. It may be February. Yeah, it is in February. I know for sure. So we don't have a lot of time to build up to that. So so maybe real soon we'll figure out whose opponents are. Maybe as early as tonight. So make sure tonight on Raw. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Keeping it rolling. Kurt Angle, the WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. I saw this. There's a rumor circulating that he is returning as early as tonight on Monday Night Raw. So keep an eye out keep an eye out for that. I don't know what he will be returning for, but Kurt Angle may be making a comeback. So yeah, that'll be very welcoming to see. He was in St. Louis for the Royal Rumble, but they didn't they didn't insert him in. Now apparently there were a lot of names there. There were a lot of guys there. They brought extra guys there just to be cautious, just as a precaution, with everything we're dealing with. If guys couldn't pass the WWE's health and safety protocols, and they couldn't enter into the Royal Rumble, they had replacements, so they had a lot of guys there. It's even guys from NXT, guys like Gunther, or AKA Walter, formerly known as Walter, he was there. Braun Breaker, he was there, and a lot of other names. Like I said, Kurt Angle was there, and then there were also a lot of other women stars there. So yeah. So look out for Kurt Angle. Let's see, let's see what he does. Let's see if he does come back, and in what capacity. Also going back to the Royal Rumble. So it said that, the backstage morale was kind of down. There was a lot going on with the Royal Rumble. They said Vince McMahon kind of changed the card over and over. They said Vince McMahon single-handedly changed the Royal Rumble card 20 times, during that final week. And they said morale was really down because of that, because guys were pulled out of the match who were supposed to be in it. And then their spots were changed, their entrances was changed, and, it's a lot, because they have to rehearse this stuff. They get told what they're going to do, and then they have to rehearse it, and then you come in and change that 1, 2, 3 times. That's a lot to deal with, because you don't want to go out there and make mistakes, and we had a big mistake in the match, the huge botch by Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston is notorious, for his staging staging saves of being eliminated in the Royal Rumble match. It's something annual we all look forward to see, and he tried to do he had that spot where he tried to save himself from being eliminated, and he botched it, mistimed it, and both of his feet hit the floor, and he had to leave the match. And then that apparently changed some plans that they had for they had plans for him and Big E to have a big spot, later on in the match, but that got scrapped because Kofi got eliminated. So, it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. These guys are doing this stuff live, 44,000 people there, and then millions watching, on TV around the world. So it's a lot to deal with. So, they're saying morale is kind of down, kind of low because of all the changes that were going on, and, because of this and because of that. So, hopefully that'll pick up, heading into Mania season. We hate to hear that. Vince McMahon, hey, it's his show. He's the end-all be-all, right? But let's keep it rolling. So obviously Brock Lesnar, he was surprise entrant. He entered at number 30 and he won it. Kind of predictable, right? As many would say, once he came in, everyone knew that he was going to win it. And they tried to make it a surprise, but once he dropped the WWE title, it kind of was apparent that he was going to enter into the Royal Rumble. So that's exactly what happened. He won it, and the main event for WrestleMania will be none other than Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. That will be your WrestleMania 38 main event for sure. The second night, I think for sure that'll be, that'll be the last match that we see. So, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. I actually love the storyline. Obviously, they didn't get to have their match at day one. So I understand, why Brock had to enter into the Royal Rumble match. He had to drop the title, unless you were going to do champion versus champion at WrestleMania. But then that takes away from, two other guys being able to have a marquee match. So I understand him dropping the title, and I understand him winning the match, winning the Royal Rumble match. And, they booked it the only way they really could book it, In order for him to lose to Bobby Lashley, it was going to have to be a double crossing by Paul Heyman. So it'll be interesting to see. They've been telling this story really, really well. Paul Heyman's been great. Of course, Tribal Chief, he's been great, and Brock's been great. His new character's been great. So I'm very interested to see and looking forward to see, how this storyline continues to develop and what new wrinkles they can add in, heading into their bout at WrestleMania. All right. moving right along, keeping this train going. We also have some more news. So Shane McMahon, he made a surprise entrance into the Royal Rumble, and apparently it wasn't a one-off. Shane O'Mac is expected to stick around until WrestleMania 38. Yes, you heard me correctly. Shane O'Mac, his appearance in the Royal Rumble wasn't just for one night. He's expected to be around for a while, and he's expected to be on the Raw brand. So expect to see Shane O'Mac tonight on Raw. And also, it's reported that he's going to have a match at the Elimination Chamber, as well as have a match at WrestleMania 38. And also, to add to that, one more piece of news to add to this reporting, he's going to work as a heel. So he's going to be the bad guy. So who will he face? It hasn't been identified yet who his opponent will be for either of those matches, for the Elimination Chamber match or the WrestleMania match. But who? So we have to keep our eyes glued and glued to the TV and watch Raw and see who his opponent will be. Now, my guess will be Austin Theory. That's what I would go with. I could see a big time storyline developing there. Austin Theory, he's been close to Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon loves Austin Theory, right? So I could see a storyline developing from that. Shane McMahon is jealous, especially if he's working as a heel. Shane McMahon is jealous about all the attention and love he's getting from his father, Vince, and Vince is giving Austin Theory, and then it culminates in a match. So we'll see. But Shane McMahon will be on the Raw brand, and he will be with us at least until WrestleMania 38, including matches at Elimination Chamber and at, of course, the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. So look out for that. And then one more piece of news. The final piece of news involves the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. So she made her return. I was super pumped, super excited to see it. Now, this was probably the biggest return. Not probably, it was the biggest return throughout the entire night. I guess other than Bobby Lashley winning, but some people, like I said, I kind of saw that coming, or I kind of understood that, just because the booking for WrestleMania 38 with Brock and Roman, you kind of had to do that. But Ronda Rousey, by far the biggest return of the night. Now it may not have been the biggest secret. That secret kind of leaked out. I actually reported it here during the pre-show that Ronda Rousey's staff and her entourage have been spotted in St. Louis. And they try to fly Ronda in secretly and all that. But, it's kind of hard these days. The WWE Universe, they have their eyes open, their ears open. And, it's kind of hard to pull something past them. But still, nevertheless, it was still a welcoming sight. She came in later. She came in as the number 28 entrant. So that was pretty cool. And obviously, once she came in, she was going to win it. Everyone knew that. I had said that in the pre-show as well. If Ronda was coming, Ronda's winning. She wasn't coming to be eliminated. And I even said it would be her and Charlotte left in the ring, and she was going to eliminate Charlotte, and that's exactly how it happened. So I'm excited she's back. I'm happy she's back, even though I kind of knew that's what it was going to be, what was going to happen. It was still very cool to see it, and I feel they got that right. So we haven't seen Ronda since WrestleMania 35, before Saturday's Royal Rumble return. We hadn't seen her since WrestleMania 35, so it was a long time. So it was good to see her back. Obviously, she gave birth. She had a baby. Her and her husband had a baby, and only 4 months ago. That was just in September. So to see her come back so soon, that was very, very welcoming, right? So shout out to Ronda, and obviously she won it. Now her WrestleMania 38 opponent. So ideally, everyone thought that it would be Becky Lynch, right? Becky Lynch is the woman who defeated her WrestleMania 35. took her title from her along with the Raw Women's title. You know, she walked out as double champ, defeating Ronda and Charlotte in that triple threat match. So most people would assume once Ronda was back, she was going after Becky Lynch. But apparently the plan is, well, not apparently, this is confirmed. The plan for WrestleMania 38 is for Ronda. You know, obviously she won the Royal Rumble, so she gets to choose her opponent. And the plan is she's going to choose not Becky Lynch, but Charlotte Flair. So we will get Ronda versus Charlotte at WrestleMania 38. And that definitely will be one of the main events on one of the nights. My guess will be it will be night one. You know, that will be your main event, night one. Or I don't know, maybe they save it for night two and you have two main events on night two, you know. But yeah. That will be one of the marquee matches, one of the main events of WrestleMania. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania 38. And of course, you know, my prediction, as well as everyone else's, you know, Ronda will defeat her and she will become your new SmackDown Women's Champion, which that's a title she's never had. You know, she was champion before, but it was the Raw Women's Championship. So you know, so seeing her hold the SmackDown Women's Championship, that'll be pretty exciting. And I understand why it's Charlotte, because Charlotte is on Friday nights, SmackDown Women's Champion. And we all know Friday Night SmackDown, you know, the blue brand that airs on Fox, and Fox wants Ronda Rousey, you know, on their network. So, of course, WWE is going to comply with them, give them what they want when it comes to that. So, yeah. I'm predicting she is our future SmackDown Women's Champion. So WrestleMania 38, we will get Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. All right. Now, the plans for Ronda and Becky, that rematch, that one-on-one singles match, that's a dream match, right? One-on-one, it's never happened, and it's something we all want to see. Be a great match, a main event match. That match is still going to happen. The plans are for that match to happen not at this year's WrestleMania, but at next year's WrestleMania 39, you know, WrestleMania 2023, which is in Los Angeles, California, my hometown, Los Angeles, California, at SoFi Stadium. So the plan is for that to be the main event, you know, for WrestleMania 39. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. So look out for that. Look out for that. Look out for that. Now, obviously, we are a long ways away from that. So a lot has to go right, you know, for that match to happen. A lot could happen between now and then, but let's knock on wood that nothing does happen and we can have those plans, because we definitely want to see that. All right. And then it's going to be in Los Angeles. The Rock is rumored. Maybe we get The Rock versus Roman Reigns. So that could be one of the biggest cards ever, you know, one of the greatest WrestleManias in history, you know, if we can get some of these dream matches that are rumored. But that is one of them. All right. So that's everything for this video. Your little Royal Rumble fallout, little Royal Rumble news, and WWE news. And yeah, we are back at it tonight. The road to WrestleMania continues tonight. We'll get all the official Royal Rumble fallout on tonight's episode of Raw. So make sure you guys tune into that, you know, and I'll jump back on and I'll make another video to talk about everything we saw on Raw, right? So here we are. We are on the road to WrestleMania. Enjoy it. Buckle up. You know, this ride is going to get bumpy and it's going to be good, all right? Next stop is Elimination Chamber. And then, you know, from there, there's no fast lane this year. So after Elimination Chamber, that'll take us right into WrestleMania. So we got a lot of building up to do. We got the month of February. We got the month of March. And then obviously WrestleMania is the first weekend of April. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And I know you guys are as well. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, join our family. Hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you a part of our family. You know, get all your WWE news here, WWE vlogs, travel vlogs. I'll be at the events and all that good stuff. So if you're a part of the WWE universe, then this is the place for you, all right? So come join our family. And yeah, like this video and let me know your opinions. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of everything I reported here and everything I said here on today's video. So get down in that comment section and talk to your boy, all right? Or DM me on Instagram. Our Instagram will be down in the description box. So feel free to DM me on Instagram. I do respond back and we can talk WWE all day long. I love talking some WWE, all right? So I'm cautioning you, if we start talking, we're going to be talking all day. All right. Again, Much love to you guys. Thank you guys for checking this video out. And make sure we tune in to Raw tonight to see the fallout, the official fallout of the Royal Rumble. WWE till I die. WWE, all right. It's WWE over everything, baby. Thanks for checking out the Murphy family. You guys be blessed. You guys be safe. Until the next video, we love you. Murphy out. Peace.